type.
Oh,
no,
multi-top
that's
8, actually. Nasby's still
that's
going?
Nasby,
Oh
yeah.
my god, they've actually got the bracket reset. Dang.
Wow, definitely check them out.
For sure, for sure. All right, so lock it in. We got Young Link versus Wolf. We got Majestic versus Dany. And what do you think about this matchup, Dany2theny? I've been talking too much.
I definitely agree that the Reflector is a big asset for Wolf, but one thing that you can potentially do as Toon Link to shut down that option a little bit, as we immediately see it coming out a lot, and for good reason, is finding that threat of mid-range where he can't just make free reads with the Reflector, because it's not as fast as some of the other Reflectors, and if you don't reflect the projectile, you're stuck for a little bit.
True enough.
So you jump in on him while he's doing that, you get a full combo.
And we're already seeing parry started to be incorporated by Dany. Like, I am digging that defensive option. Just yet again, show Majestic that you do not have to respect any of these projectiles.
And here we go. Yeah, he's trying to space around. We see Dany being the one who's attempting to zone break, which makes sense. And when you've got those closer range tools, even outside of the blaster, you want to be the one scrapping.
Indeed, and now, speaking of scrapping, landing that dash attack, just barely catching the Wolf drift away. Those drifting aerials for Wolf are so devastating. He has way too much mobility and disjoints for a character that doesn't have a sword.
Yeah, his air acceleration is also insane, so it's sort of pseudo increases his range because he can cover more distance throughout the move.
Oh yeah, the burst range of this character is kind of nuts. That and dash attack, you picture this character wants to like stand still, and then all of a sudden he has a killing hitbox that just lunges at you.
And you see little things coming out. He ends up getting punished for it, but Dany was trying to get a strong nair there into a tech chase opportunity. He was scary with the bomb. Got to be careful with these percents.
Yeah, that shield was looking really, really low too. I think that Majestic is playing this super well, locking down neutral. I complimented how well Dany typically plays neutral, but right now, Majestic on another level and actually intercepting that recovery opportunity here in the edge. Does get the bomb into the forward air. Great confirm by Majestic, taking the first stock of the set.
And all of that off of a single excellent call out, going for what would have been an unsafe dash attack on shield. But that's why it works, because Dany's like, you're not going to dash attack my shield. Who would do that in top 16?
True enough, for sure. But now we're back to neutral, and that's just exactly what we're going to see. The two players trying to feel each other out, and so far, Majestic got a grip on it.
When it's tech in place, gets a tech roll away, we'll have to follow what those tech options are throughout the set, because that landing nair is something that Dany is showing a proclivity for already, so definitely going to be crucial for Majestic to mix that up to stay safe. Oh, no amount of safety is going to save you from that, though.
Yeah, that's the recovery. I would not be surprised if Yank has a really tough time getting back to stage, because if your Wolf just go off with a neutral air, what can they actually do about it?
It's so tough, and sometimes you just got to eat your Dunkaroos.
Yes,
it's good for you, I promise.
Especially in top 16, good God.
And now we're back to this slow spacing game. You can see how much Majestic Souls is struggling to keep up in the air, because every time they do this choreographed jumping towards and away from each other, Dany gets a little bit closer.
Great get of attack to actually get out of the corner, but now using those aerials, but unable to make too much out of it. It does feel as though Dany's not getting the 2-3 pieces that Wolf's known for. These are stray hits and not too much else.
Ooh. Yeah, stray hits is a very good point, and I think part of that is because Majestic Souls is playing at a range where even if you manage to barely scrape me with that forward air, with that nair, I'm too far away for it to be a combo tool.
Very true, very true. Have you catched like the dash backs that Majestic is doing? A lot of these projectiles are fading back. A lot of times whenever there's something tapping the shield, Majestic will dash back to claim more space.
Like
and then you see it right there. It just allows you to use close range projectiles to get those kill confirms potentially.
It's so comfortable and natural, and it's a crucial part of any projectile character's moveset, being able to convert those projectiles into a kill confirm at those high percents like what we're seeing right now.
We need to see more exclamation point plays.
The Dunkaroos.
And as soon as I ask for it, Dany provides.
There you go, keeping it even. But Majestic is showing the ability to shut down the neutral and to your point, to keep Dany from getting those combos. There's an opportunity. I feel like he could have gotten more off of that one.
This is kind of an annoying thing about this matchup too, is that despite the fact that Majestic's firmly been in control for the first 4 minutes of the set, we're even. Like, this is, after one spike, we're back to normal.
You were talking about the difficulty of this matchup, but one thing that he is doing a really good job of on top of that is he's not letting the shine be a factor. He's playing too close. It's too precarious for Dany to try to use that option.
Trying to fall into a back air right there. Not going to connect. Not going to connect again. Great jump away. Majestic needed that one.
Wanted an air dodge in, but Majestic does not give him that classic American air dodge, even if we are here in the depths of Florida, the most American state.
Shut up. that is a lie.
Look, I've seen 1 or 2 Florida men already while I'm out here. You can't tell me that's not true.
That's definitely not going to kill right there. You basically only see that if we get like the full hop off of that platform, or if you have these narrower side blast zones at mid to high percent.
Going for that down air. Majestic would have killed off of that, but Dany manages to get a hitbox out slightly ahead of time. Barely wins the frame data war, but it's all going to come down to who can get the big kill move.
Oh, doesn't get the up smash. Great drift by Majestic. Majestic has full stage control, setting up a ledge trap. Great jump over the bomb, and now Majestic in a really awkward spot. Can't go off stage because of the Zair, though. This is so tense, Dany2theny.
Dany gave up a lot of stage for that defense. It's possibly going to cost him. You see the reflector coming out. He gets clipped. He's still alive. Up B, great angle.
That boomerang in the wrong direction, but Dany can't make anything out of it. Tries to get the dash attack. Neutral air not going to connect. Up air not going to connect. We are swinging for the fences here. The next strong hit will do it. The dash back yet again. Majestic gives up space so he could claim the stock.
Majestic played that so patiently. Like, we saw the landings trying to catch him out with that tricky little up tilt from Dany, but in the end, he just held shield, he waited, and to the things you keep pointing out, it's that dash back. Whether it's an arrow, whether it's an F tilt, it keeps delivering for him.
Yeah, that's the tried and true Young Link special. You can be aggressive because your frame data is second to none, but also we can camp if we really want to. All you need to do is just take a step backwards, toss out those projectiles, switch up your tempo, and see if your opponent's caught flat-footed.
The frame data has been very interesting. We saw two crucial moments in that last game where Majestic would have had the kill to win the entire thing, and Dany barely managed to get a nair out before whatever move Majestic Souls was throwing out, whether it was a down air or a forward air. Just having slight advantages in those crucial scenarios can mean the world.
But look at that right there. Like, Majestic was tapping Dany's shield with unsafe moves, but Dany was giving so much respect right there, because typically you think, no way Young Link is going to be punishable on shield. My God, the 7 arrows in a row, just like we're firing it off. I think, just in case you forgot, I'm a projectile.
Yo, give me one more. How many got left in that quiver?
Enough.
My man got the 30 arrow drop. He's like, bet, I'm going to spend it all.
Little bomb play off of the edge, and look at that, just gives full stage controls again. Dany was just locked in shield in that spot.
Now I feel like Dany's the one who's playing really cautiously on defense. You pointed out the pressure on the shield, not going for the punishes, but in general, we're seeing a lot of fade backs, cautious with the overcommitment.
In this position here, you feel like we're at stray hits. Like, who's going to get the first kill confirmed? You're already seeing that laser pass through those arrows. So it's one of those where you can't rely on either one of those to get to the kill. Instead, up tilt underneath that platform sword, very small for Young Link, so it doesn't have the distortion challenge.
Great answer back from Majestic, keeping it even again with that catching the forward air, reading the direction Dany goes on his DI, on his recovery, so crucial in the matchup because yes, you do have some kill confirms with Toon Link, but both of these characters do get a lot of their kills off of positioning stray hit reads.
I thought we were going to get a little bit of a read right there, just understanding when that up B was going to clip and get the 2-frame, but can't quite connect. Instead, Dany yet again just giving up space, saying let's play a little bit of neutral, see who gets the first stray hit. So far, this game is looking much, much better for the Wolf players. A bit of adaptation. Majestic has to go ahead and get something going here early percent.
I feel like so much of it is just the willingness to play a little safer, hold back. Like, look how defensive Dany's being here. In game number 1, there definitely would have been an approach there. But at the end of the day, it's Majestic who ended up approaching, and it works out as he gets the down air. This time, his hitbox comes out slightly ahead as both of them swing.
Yeah, that was an awful, awful trade for Dany. Dany really wanted to be super aggressive and claim the stock off the top, but I talked about the good frame data of this Young Link. Like, you got to respect the character.
What are we going for in the corner? Just the wake-up grab. Tries to get the bombo combo, but not quite able to find it. Another bomb there for Majestic, but it doesn't matter because that boot is right here to catch you.
Wait a minute, bombo combo? You should be ashamed.
I know what I said. Oh, there we go. Another bombo combo. Let's get it. Doubling down.
Stuck in the corner right there. Just a double roll out as Dany committed with that neutral air. Could not fade back enough to cover rolls either.
He's just playing around that bomb. I love that from Majestic. He had the bomb on the ground. He's like, you're not going to approach me. It's time to spam projectiles. What are you going to do about it?
So far, not too much. Dany kind of shielding a little bit errantly in this position at 87%. Now Wolf with a great opportunity. Just has to land the forward air back air. Like, that's all this is 1 2-piece away from getting the game.
And even outside of that, you get a back air in the corner if he can get him to the corner. Look how well Majestic is fighting for space. Finally, he has to back up, but he finds himself back in the center of the Pokeball again.
Neutral air clanking with the boomerang twice, but can't get the grab. He's shielded for like a frame or two beforehand. So unfortunate.
Dany staved by not giving up the air dodge. Both of these players are refusing to give up air dodges, but finally Majestic finds it.
Dog, I can't believe that combo. Like the weirdest hitbox of that bomb, and immediately Majestic had the up smash locked and loaded. Like, dude has been practicing that combo. I may not know what it does, but we know the Majestic does.
Good stuff to Majestic. There's a reason this man has been doing so well in the bracket. There's a reason these two players are both in top 16. We see the adaptation, but at the end of the day, Toon Link supremacy, it might be 2019 again.
I gotta have a couple conversations with a few of these Tink players that are telling me that this character loses this matchup horribly, because Majestic kind of making it look good. Like, that's the most messed up thing is that, like, yeah, I get on paper why this is so frustrating. I've seen Wolves dominate in this matchup, but Majestic appears to have seen it as well and has appeared to have put some time into understanding the intricacies of the matchup.
I really think a lot of it comes down to not just the spacing game, but the ability to take full advantage of that spacing. Because we talked about Majestic shutting down the reflector. That's step one. Step two is being able to fade forward and backwards using your airspeed, your drift, as you're throwing projectiles to create the combo opportunities. But you have to do all of that while also staying in that window that doesn't let Dany shine.
Agreed, and also you have to dodge a lot of these just forward airs because we've seen how the disjoints on the forward airs and the neutral airs can clank with and beat out these projectiles. We saw it a little bit at the start of this and last game. Now the question is, can Majestic tap in with a 3-0, or has Dany the data he needs to make this reverse?
Majestic is also jumping in with these perfectly timed approaches. So even beyond that fade-in projectile game, like we just saw a jump-in forward air in the corner. No mix applied, but it's just like so unexpected that Dany presses the wrong button and gets hit.
Yeah, the mixes have been 100% there for Majestic. Dany, on the other hand, like Wolf's neutral is a little bit linear. That's what keeps this character out of conversation for top tiers from a lot of players. They just like, everybody knows what Wolf does. But the problem is what Wolf does is pretty dang good.
He does it pretty well, yeah. He's got that bread and butter extra thick, that is for sure.
Yeah, this ain't no health food right here.
Yeah, no.
This ain't whole wheat. This is Wonder Bread.
we got the whole loaf of Wonder Bread,
exactly.
yes.
Wonder Bread and then like the whole butter.
Just put it straight into the oven.
Oh God, I can feel my cholesterol rising already. No cheese so far either. This has been a very well played game and set so far. We have not seen a lot of early stocks where a player will mess up or get some kind of really ludicrous confirm. It has basically been these mid-distance interactions.
That's a good point. Like, this has been extremely honest.
Yeah. It's like Wolf got a couple of spikes at like 90, but that is just the matchup.
That's just like normal stuff. Yeah, like a spike at 90, we take those.
Agreed. It's just going to happen sometimes in the matchup.
All right, Majestic going for a setup there. Wasn't able to get the jab lock timing, but still able to get a conversion. No kill. Dany does swing out, getting a little bit more aggressive with it, trying to hold that center stage.
Stuck in the corner, lead trapping, but can't get the grab off. Great roll away. Majestic has been getting caught by that quite a bit.
Dany has been holding out on using that fair-to-fair combo for the entire set, and I was wondering why. Maybe just not super comfortable with it, or not feeling great about the follow-ups against Toon Link, or Young Link rather, specifically. Because as soon as he does get it, the dash attack doesn't connect.
Yeah, and then in this spot here, like at 170, do you really want to mess up?
Oh, okay.
Wiggling the shield, just like, please no.
Just checking the jiggle physics real quick.
Okay. I thought Sakurai made this game for good little boys and girls.
Oh, he did.
All right, so as soon as we talk about how there's been no jank, there we go. Wolf backer.
There we go. Wolf backer. It just happens sometimes. What are you going to do?
I talked about how Dany's got typically has a neutral lockdown, and we're seeing it right here at 187. It's untouched so far. Majestic cannot land a kill.
Again, Dany going for the suboptimal damage combos, but higher tech chase percentile. And it's working out pretty well. Finally gets sent all the way across the stage at 200. That is not how you want to take a stock.
And Majestic had like 4 multiple choice questions in that corner, and if he guessed wrong once, he was dead. Dany was fiending for that early stock.
He was. He is not happy about the state of this set. He heard us talking him down. He's like, all right, bet, time to lock in.
All right, forward tilt, not going to get the 2-frame twice in a row, swinging and missing. Can't get the back air either, but in this position, Majestic really struggling for that starter. We get something right here. Even the wing bounce,
cute.
Yeah.
That was cute.
That's one of those where you look at it and it's like, that should have led to something, right? Like in a Just World, that leads to a combo.
If he, oh, well.
We don't live in a Just World. We live in a Wolf back air world.
3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, and getting hit by Wolf back air at least 3 times a set.
At least. You just don't even count them.
It just happens.
Just take the psychological damage along with the physical and move on.
I think that wave bound setup was attempting to catch a missed tech.
I can see it.
Because it would have jab reset.
That could actually, yeah, that's a good point. Either that or even if he was managed to get like a fast fall after it, you might have been able to land and get an up air afterwards.
Yeah, maybe.
But still, it's like, it's too sick not to combo into something, right?
It was well done. I'll give it to you. You did great. Very proud of him. Good job to Majestic. No character counter picks. I don't think there's a reason to. This has been very back and forth. Stick to the mains, tried and true. It's also winner's side. This is not the place to get silly in the chili.
Certainly, sir. Now, this is the stage where Majestic got the win against Gabriel in this position, so let's see if Majestic continues to enjoy the confines of Kalos.
Yeah, that does bring up a good point, Scabs, where he's got his counter picks on both of these games coming up. Ooh, nice little pivot grab from Dany. Okay, he's waking up.
Tried to go ahead and end that stock right there. That was an aggressive edge guard attempt.
Did not have the frame advantage to back it up, though, as Majestic swings out for dear life. My man's faced Ganon, but have you faced Wolf back air in the corner?
In this position, this is going to be a difficult one, I feel like, for Wolf. It does seem as though Wolf back air always going to be one of those threats, always going to be a threat to kill early and often. The problem is on this stage, like, laser is so much of a diminished threat.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't really recognize the spacing that they can play against Wolf Laser. If you back up enough, you just don't have to deal with it at all. However, there's always a counter play to that because as you do that, it gives Wolf more stage control.
Have you noticed, are we platform camping with Dany? Is Dany going like plat to plat a little bit already?
We're 100% camping.
Like that might be, it's like, oh, you want to play defensive on the big stage? Well, Wolf can do that too. I go to plat, I get my tech, and then what do you do?
Yeah, he's got to get his tech, though. He almost didn't get his tech and died for it there as Dany is kind of on the back foot. Even though he has the percent lead, it feels like he just has so little control, almost dying for it.
Oh, just a run-up grab forward throw. I love that from Majestic. Bold, understanding that Dany has been expecting hitboxes every single time. Back here kind of bold too, though.
Yeah, keeping it even once again. None of these games have really been runaway games. There was one time where it was starting to look a little iffy, but he crawled it back. Now we're at 25% deficit, but again, I feel like Majestic's the one who has the control of the pace of the match.
In this position, though, when we're in neutral, when neither character is really got anything going in advantage, it does seem like it's been favoring Majestic. Like, look at the damage arc to rack up. Wolf needs that first hit, and you get 40, but now, can Majestic get back to neutral? Still in disadvantage? Gets called out and barely missing the back air.
Yeah, that getting back to neutral is such a pivotal part for Majestic, and that's a place where Dany has really been thriving. We talked about this before, not going for the optimal combos from a pure, true damage perspective. Instead, doing a lot of things that give him tech chase opportunities.
The little, what if we both held shields and stared at each other for a minute?
What if our shields touched?
Don't make it sound weird. How could you, Lentini?
What did I do?
All right. So now with a little bit of a lead, I wouldn't be surprised if Dany goes back to that platform shenanigans. A little bit of just like sticking on the plat and making sure that the opponent has to approach.
Sometimes you hit him with just that little bit of chicanery, you know?
Just a wee bit.
Then jump to the other side, you hit him with the skullduggery.
We get the thesaurus out on commentary? I see how
it's actually the names of the two platforms. The left one's chicanery, the right one's skullduggery.
I am definitely stealing that. That is too good not to use.
But yeah, right now, we see exactly what happens when Dany does finally get a lead. It's like, there is no reason for him to ever approach.
Surely he's not going to fire a 7th arrow in a row.
You know what?
He might.
If he does, that's fine. Because when you get close, that Nair, even at the center stage, almost killed.
Yeah, this lead that Dany had been building up, slowly getting chipped away, and now almost entirely gone. Again, just a sliding forward tilt, catching Dany a little bit too complacent at ledge.
Hey, we got some shine usage, and it did nothing.
True. We got Majestic immediately caught the bomb, and it's like, okay, we're good.
But the key factor here is that stock dropped. And yeah, you've got a little bit of a deficit, but you've got over 3 minutes to play with. So there's nothing forcing Majestic to get too aggressive here.
Yeah, I really don't think we're going to see a timeout here whatsoever. It just, these characters do too much damage and kill relatively easily.
And Majestic's been winning the chip-out game as well. So if you continue to, a good reflect there from Dany, but if you continue to play around that, you can claw this back slowly even.
Standard get up, great.
Keeps catching that.
Yeah.
That's like the 5th time.
Yeah, these standard get ups are getting a little bit too predictable. Do it again, down smash him.
Reads the jump, just the positioning and timing slightly off, but it doesn't matter. Not the best DI, but honestly not the worst. I'm surprised there was no kill screen.
Yeah, did not expect that stock to be erased so early, as I have to pause while the crowd absolutely pops off for Nasby finally finishing up on that side.
Based on the expressions, I think Senpak beat Shershay, which is an upset.
Big one too, isn't that? That's the top player in the world going down.
Yeah. That's crazy. So Shershay, I don't know if that was Grands or where they are, but Shershay is definitely out of the bracket.
All right, so yeah, Nasby, a hype event as always. We got to go ahead and hop on that Gallant Gaming Twitch channel if you are interested in catching the VODs or watching the last bit of the other events. I think we got MultiVersus starting up shortly.
Yeah, so many great events being featured on all the stages here. We've got 3 streams all the way through the event. Do you remember what's the name of the 3rd stream so we don't miss that one out for Melee?
It's Polarity.
Polarity, right. Definitely check them out as well. Hit that multi-Twitch, whatever you want to do. Just mute their streams. We got the commentary for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, mute them, listen to us. Trust us, we never lie.
We would never lie.
Never.
Man, that guy Skiff over there.
I can't trust him. No, absolutely not.
No, big Skiff fan. Those guys are great.
True enough.
I'm super excited for this Game 5, though. Dany crawling it all the way back.
So yeah, this is a position right now where Majestic, already guaranteed at a minimum 9th place as the 20th seed of the tournament, has an opportunity to just get a statement win after clawing it away in Game 5 from Gabriel. Can Majestic do the same thing to Dany?
Now, someone in the chat said this, and I couldn't agree more. This is a scary stage choice.
Oh, I hadn't even considered it for a minute. Yeah, Wolf back air kills at like 40 here. This is miserable.
Yeah, pick your favorite Wolf tilt, Wolf smash attack. It will kill always, except up smash. We're safe from up smash here, but that has not been a factor in this set at all.
You know why it hasn't, too, is because the disjoint on that down air, as well as the hitbox frame data that Majestic can toss out, means that it is so risky to go for an up smash as Wolf.
Yeah.
I think we saw it happen once, and it actually just clanked with another hitbox that Majestic tossed.
Okay, these reflectors. Finally rolls in. He's like, I'm tired of the reflector. I just want to get a hit, and he immediately gets duffed.
There's the Wolf back that we're talking about, but no opportunity to go off stage.
That F-tilt would kill.
Recovery, yeah.
That's another thing. The 2-frame F-tilt, you're probably going to see a lot more of that from Dany because the risk-reward is now much more skewed. The bomb saving Majestic once again. He's playing around that so well.
At this point, too, we're going to start to see a little bit more Boomerang play because Boomerang can, we just saw it right there, actually get interrupted by that neutral air. It's a little bit of a risky option because of that, but it can lead into so many killing tools.
Dash attack going to put him into a pretty good spot, setting up that reverse Boomerang. Jumps out of shield, perfectly timed from Dany. He knew exactly what Majestic was going for. He wants that Boomerang to come back and do a little ping pong off of it, so he jumps over it and punishes the shield drop.
All right, Boomerang into forward air. Talk about them confirms. Now we got it locked down. Stock even in only 22% extra credit. You know what that means? These two players are so evenly matched, Lentini.
Mrs. Puff never forgets the extra credit, and neither does Majestic. Let's see if he can do something with it. 22% is not a lot, but it's a start.
Just a start. I mean, it does mean that a few Wolves combos will actually work a little bit better now at this percent. Because typically you can't get things like the down throw into dash attack at 0 on most of the cast.
Oh, the run-up parry. Just the instant transmission. How'd you get so close to me?
Even get the sound effect for it, too.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to hit him with the Omaewa Shinderu, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. We're both here to have a good time.
So far, Majestic is playing so slippery right now, eh?
He is. Slippery is the great word for it. Honestly, for both of them. In the last minute, we've seen, what, 30% total done?
Just about, yeah. Neither one of these two wants to get opened up, but...
And that's why...
Yeah, Dany grabbed the can opener, and right now, he got something for
Majestic. That might be the set right there. That is huge for Dany. A single combo into a 50-50 guess was all it took to put himself on the cusp of going into top 8.
And it all came from, like, mid-percents, too. Like, that wasn't a high-percent combo. That was perhaps the first time where we've seen the Wolf advantage state get one hit at 40 and then just immediately convert into a stock.
It was interesting. He didn't go for a read in the corner with trying to fish for a back air. Instead, he got true damage on the forward airs into the up airs and just read the landing. So a bit of a paradigm shift.
All right, but Majestic makes it out of the corner. I was terrified in that position. Dany starting to turn things up, though. Gets the back air, landing aggressively at a disadvantage, and we talked about the stage, and it came in clutch right there.